Hello everyone, this is Kristina from PromotesTeam.com, marketing manager, business and digital marketing coach. And today I have from Entrepreneur Day, I have my special guest, a lady Mahmouda Hill. Mahmouda, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me again. So it's lovely to be here.
Yeah, and Ken, yeah, you are the second time here, and you were my first guest in July this year. So this is so impressive. And now you are here to share with us who you are, just to introduce yourself and where you're from, and just tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Mahmouda, but all my friends call me Moo. It's much easier to say than Mahmouda usually. And I am a widow, unfortunately, it'll be 15 years this year. And I have four beautiful, beautiful grown-up children now. And they are my everything. So because of them, I am the person I am now. But because of the business I do, I'm a happier person that I am now. So for me, traveling has been an amazing way of easing my grief, seeing my children be happy, seeing smiles on their faces. And for a short time, they would forget about the fact that their daddy was dead and they were sad. And it's meant a lot to me. So I love traveling. And I, if I could, I'd be somewhere right now on a beach in the sun and at a spa hotel because I love traveling and I'm not too keen on the grey and the cold, which is what the UK is at the moment. So let me get on a plane somewhere and go and just enjoy life.
Oh, really? That's great. And and you said that you have some your background, and is it what it is this was about jewelry can you share with us? But and we can continue or about
Yeah.
the business, what you do.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I make jewelry, so I'm actually wearing something I've made recently. And I like being creative. So I've done handmade cards and everything, but my background is actually science. So I used to work for the Medical Research Council, um, research into TB, and then I decided to start a family. And I haven't worked in 24 years. My daughter, yeah, my oldest daughter is now 24, so 24 years I haven't worked, and I've been fortunate that I don't need to go to work. So I'm one of the lucky few people who can afford to be at home. So I've been there for everything from any plays, any games, everything that they've done at school. I've been able to go and be part of their lives as they've been growing up, which is an amazing thing to be able to do. A lot of parents, unfortunately, can't do that because they both have to go to work. But if you can find a way where you can stay at home and be a full-time parent, I definitely go for that option.
let's say mompreneur, and you're coming from UK. For
I
people
am.
who don't know you, you're coming from UK. Yeah, that's awesome. And Moo, can I call you Moo?
Yes,
Moo.
please do.
Moo. Can you tell us a little bit when did you discover your dream job traveling? When did you start it?
This will be 3 years this December, actually. My friend Paula, Paula Fern, I met her about 5 years ago. So I didn't actually physically meet her, but I saw her on stage and she gave a presentation, and I was just like, oh my God, this woman is absolutely wonderful. So what I did was I made friends with her on Facebook because there was no way at this conference I couldn't get anywhere near her. Everybody was crowding over her, talking to her, so I couldn't get close to her. So I added her on Facebook, and I've been watching her over the years, seeing what she's been doing. And then she started talking about travel. So this is about just under 3 years ago. She started talking about travel, and I was like, I like to travel. What are you doing? So she said, can I phone you? So she rang me and she explained what she was doing. And I'm like, okay, that sounds really interesting. Give me to the end of the weekend. So she phoned me on the Friday. I said, I'll phone you back on Monday and I'll let you know what I think. So she told me very simple skeleton of the business. She didn't tell me everything. But I went to my kids and I said, oh, I found something I really, really want to try. And my children were all going, if it makes you happy, do it, mum. Just go for it. So I thought, okay, they're happy for me to do this. And I phoned Paula back on the Monday and she goes, oh, do you want to see a presentation? Do you want to? And I'm like, no, I just want to join in and I will learn as I'm doing the job. So I didn't want to see the presentation. I wasn't worried about anything else. I trusted Paula and it was a case of, yes, I love traveling. I would save money on my travels. I'm going to do this, but not for the business. I wasn't interested in the business. I wanted it so that I could save money on my own holidays, so that I could get better accommodation. So it was purely for my own needs and for my own use. So I joined straight in with Paula and I really wasn't interested into the business side. But as I was talking to more people, it was like, oh, this is a really amazing club. You should join. I found myself automatically, organically talking to people anyway about it. So my team grew and it was like I was doing the business without even knowing I was doing the business. It's all about social sharing. And we do that all the time. So if you go to a restaurant, you go, oh, did you know there's this new restaurant and it's really nice? And you tell people. You know, it's such an organic thing to do. We automatically tell people when we have a nice experience or when we enjoy something. So yeah, I love it.
Yes, and then you're really a amazing person because you met Paula and I met Paula online as well, you know, and she was our my guest speaker as well here in the group and at the moment and now we are regards to Paula from this interview, yeah, and she's an amazing lady, so I'm so happy to meet her really, and when you joined the club, you only wanted to be a traveler,
Yeah.
to travel different destination, and you didn't you or let's say even didn't know that you wanted to start just to do a business part, just
Yeah.
only to travel, yeah.
Absolutely. I was absolutely not interested in the business side at all. Um, I was just interested in saving money because I like to travel. And before I had a lot of money given to me in insurance for my husband's death. So I was spending the insurance money on holidays because I wanted to do things that were making my children happy. But obviously, you spend the money, it's gone, it's not coming back. So I thought I need to find a different way that's going to allow me to travel like I have been and not cost me an arm and a leg. So I can still travel with luxury without the cost of the luxury.
Well, that's really amazing. It looks like dream, you know.
Absolutely.
And so your pro listeners who are going to listen this podcast, this interview, just yeah, it would be great to connect with Moo, and she can share with you her amazing story and her impressions from all her traveling. But and Paula, we sorry Moo, sorry, just I'm sorry. And Moo, where did you travel in the last 3 years? Just like
Okay, so
can you
when I joined, the first holiday I took was to Spain, and I took a friend of mine. So this friend, Shell, I didn't even talk to her about the business. I didn't say anything about the business, but she was sat with me while I was booking the accommodation, and it cost me, if I'm correct, I think it was about £80. So she was like looking at it again, okay, £80, that's really cheap. That's for the whole week for both of us, not per night, not per person, but the whole week in a 5-star spa hotel. So we went to Spain and she, funnily enough, she stood by the hotel door and looked up and went, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure we're in the right hotel? Because this looks beautiful. So we went in and she stood by the door with the bags just in case we were in the wrong place and she had to do a runner. I went to reception and I'm like, oh my God, I'm really, really worried because I haven't used this product before. So I get to the desk and they're like, oh, welcome. How nice to have you to stay with us, Mrs. Hill. And it was like, oh, thank God, this is real. because until you've actually experienced it or know somebody who's experienced it, you don't know if it's real. It sounds too good to be real, but trust me, it is real. I have gone on many holidays now with them, and it is real, and it is the best hotels. And I have had some amazing stays in abroad as well as in the UK. So I've done both staycations and proper vacations. So it's just been, obviously with COVID, we were very restricted on travel. So I did a couple of staycations during COVID when we were allowed to go out and about. But yeah, I've just loved it.
Yeah, and you're really you are a really amazing way to move forward and just get your wish come true, because you're really on the right way. And when you start traveling, uh, how did you feel in that entire time? It looks like this dream, and you can just go there and open all this kind of hotels and rooms,
Yeah.
and just can believe that is
Yeah. I
like.
mean, when I'm away, I always do my Facebook lives and I'm showing people social proof that I'm here. This is real. So I think you shared in your group one of my lives I did from Tenerife a couple of weeks ago. So I was in Dubai the month before and then Tenerife last month. So I've been on two different holidays in the space of 2 months. And before, there's no way I could have afforded that. I used to go on a holiday maybe for a week every couple of years because you have to save. I'm going away with 4 children. It's very expensive. But now, if I chose to go away this month, I could go away this month quite easily, because I have the points in my back office. I can just look. I was actually looking at Cayman Islands yesterday, and there was a places in Cayman Islands for £0. You just pay the taxes. So it was like, yeah, I could quite happily go away. But my son said, you've just come back from holiday. You don't need to go away yet. So I thought I better not go. But yeah, Dubai was amazing. I took my mum. She's always wanted to go to Dubai. It was a bucket list for her. And my two of my daughters went as well. So this was a world tour. So the world tours are actually business trips. So if you're doing this as a business, that can also be a tax deduction because it is a business trip. And the business trips are totally amazing. They are the very top range of hotels. They are the best of the best, creme de la creme of everything. So in Dubai, we were at the Hyatt Regency for 5 nights, 6 days, and it cost me $89 for 2 people. So that's including breakfast. So that's $89 for the whole stay for the two of us. So I had a room with my points, and one of my daughters used her points to get another room. So it was just a really good time. And even though it's a business trip, you do not have to go and meet other business partners. I chose to because I thought, right, we're here together, we'll meet up, we'll take photos. We went on a Jeep safari together, we did excursions together and things, but it was great fun. The team has just come back from Cancun, which I was also supposed to be at, but the UK had Cancun as a red list, so I wasn't able to travel to Cancun, unfortunately. And the Facebook lives that they've been sharing have been amazing. And I'm like thinking, I wish I could have gone. So it's all this, there's so much. On the world tours, we had 15 this year. Next year, we've got over 100. And there's going to be one a week from March to November, one every week. They will be duplicated over the year so that if you miss it 1 month, you can go another month. So anyone who joins now can be saving their points to use on a world tour. And I am just looking forward to going to Jamaica, Punta Cana, so many different places I want to go to. New Orleans, there's just like loads. I just want to go to everything.
Oh, sounds fantastic. Just like And I cannot imagine, just like as you mentioned, many destinations and
Yeah.
100 destinations next year.
Yeah, that's
This
just for the
is
business. That's just pure the business trips. Obviously, when you go for yourself and your family and your friends on your own, there's 2,000 different destinations you can choose from. It's a live inventory, so you look at it, you decide if you want to go to something. If you want it, you book it there, and then otherwise it'll be gone. So the inventory changes on a daily basis.
and you have for example, all these kind of options for traveling. It could be for parent families,
Yeah,
students, business
absolutely. It's for
man, business
everybody.
women.
Yeah. I mean, it's a budget for everybody, really. Any budget, any person, whatever you want. I think it's quite a nice one for people who are about to get married. So they're planning on their wedding. This is a way to save towards their honeymoon and it not going to cost them an arm and a leg. So one of the destinations that I reviewed was in Cancun in River Maya, and one of our partners was actually at the hotel. So he was videoing the Facebook Live and he was tapping the wall and going, "Look, I'm here, it's real." And he said, "Compare, see what you can see on your own website, on whatever." So I looked on Trivago, Expedia, and the price was 11,705, I believe. It was over 11,700 pounds, and my price in my back office was only under 90. It was 87 pounds. So that's a huge price difference for us, and there's no way that my membership would have cost me that much money. So it's like, this is a win-win situation. And that was for 8 people. It was a 2-bedroom apartment for 8 people, fully equipped kitchen. So the video he was showing us and the pictures on Expedia were identical. So it was like what he showed is exactly what we had, so it's amazing. And things like that are a daily occurrence for us. So when I went to Dubai, I decided to stay an extra night. So I booked again in the Hyatt Regency. So I was still at the same hotel, but I booked a 2-bedroom apartment and it cost me £120. But on Expedia, it was 400 and something. So I was saving £300 on that one single night. So you can make savings in so many ways. It's just, I absolutely love talking about this. I love experiencing all the holidays and having the fun times with my friends. And also we have a community. So I'm part of Dragonflies, which is Paula's community. We are the Dragonfly Voyagers, so we call ourselves the Dragonflies, and that is our community. So we're in business for ourselves. So I'm Moose Jules on the beach, but we're not by ourselves. We have a community of people who help us, and the bigger team out in America, Australia, France. We are global. We're in 64, 65 countries presently. So we're a global country, and we all talk to each other. We all communicate. I've been on the corporate Zooms quite a few times. If I have a problem, I want to speak to the top money earner, Todd Strand, I can text him. I can text Daryl Roberts, and to be able to do that with the top money earners, the CEO, I've got him on Facebook. If I want to message him, I can email his son or message his son. So it is definitely a very tight-knit community that looks after each other. So I was supposed to go to Vegas again because of COVID. I wasn't able to, but one of the partners, he knew I was going to Vegas, so he sent me a message saying, "Well, when you get to Vegas, use this hotel, use this," and he was just telling me what to do. So because of his recommendation, I used the particular hotel that he recommended. Well, I was going to use this particular hotel he recommended, and he was telling me where to get the car, who to rent cars from, everything. So everybody is just so very, very friendly and very, very they come forward to help you in whatever way you want help. So it's just like having another family, an extended family. I love it, as you can
Yes,
tell.
all of us are good souls, you know, when you love
Yeah,
traveling to nature, knowing other countries, cities, you know, other people, knowing their habits, their tradition. You have
yeah,
chance to learn a lot and be educated. And yeah, this is I love traveling.
yeah,
For now, I'm traveling many years. I traveled many years in front of my computer internationally, but I love to join the club and I will travel, I believe, next year,
yeah.
really, really live with you and Paula and other people in the
Yeah.
community.
I think
So,
we meet so many different people from so many different countries. It's just, it expands your knowledge, it expands you as a person. You grow. So it's
yes,
just
and
lovely.
what I want to ask you, how is going with the duration of staying in that 7 days, 10
Yeah.
days? How is going with this? How do you choose that bed? Is it something with the limit? Is it limiting or how is going? Can you
Okay.
share with us
Yeah.
about it?
There's the main platform, which is the Dreamcation. So your membership goes towards your Dreamcation. So from that Dreamcation, you can do getaways, which is with by yourself, with your friends, whoever you want to take with you, and world tours. So with the world tours, they all differ. So they might be 3 days long, they might be 5 days long, they might be 6 days long. It depends on the world tour, and they're a completely different way of doing things. The getaways are normally for a week, so 7 nights, 8 days. But if you want to do 2 weeks together, you do one getaway, then book a second one, and you just do 2 weeks. It depends on how many points you have and how you want to spend your points. But there's also the net pricing, which is wholesale price. So like the extra day I spent in Dubai, I use the net pricing, and that is like any online site. So you just book whatever dates you want to book for, and you pay the wholesale price, not the retail price, because the wholesale price is a lot cheaper than the retail price. So with the retail price, they have the wholesale plus they add commission. So we don't have commission, we just have net pricing, and we save a lot of money, which is why I was saying Dubai for one night cost me 120 compared to Expedia, which was 300 and something, sorry, 400 and something. And when you use the net price, you also earn loyalty points. So those loyalty points go in your back office to use against the net pricing at any other time. So you can use them against flights and other hotels or excursions. We can book anything and everything that you want to do. It's all in our back office. So it's quite exciting.
Yes, and what I want to you get all these points. How do you get them? Like to invite other people to join, and from their usage of service, like
Right.
from their traveling and your traveling. How is going with this? How you can
So
earn points and
you earn your points by your membership. So there's three different memberships: basic, titanium, and platinum. I'm a platinum member. My daughters are titanium members. Um, but when you pay your membership, for every $1 of your membership, you get 2 points. So those points are used in your back office for your getaways and your world tours, whichever you want to use. They are highly discounted, usually 70% discounted. So they are very highly discounted rates anyway. So you can use little number of points and spend more money, or you can use the maximum amount of points and spend $0 or whatever. But if you recommend the club and you have three people who join you at the same level, so for me, I'm a platinum. If I have three platinums join me, referred by me, then they will join under my ID and my membership is free. I get exactly the same points. I still earn exactly the same points as if I had paid my money, but my points are free. I don't pay for them. And you just help when you've got your 3 or 4, you help them get their 3 or 4, and then help them get 3 or 4, and you just help your team become free. So everybody wants to have free travel.
And that's really amazing. And how is going with the air tickets? How is going with the booking for
Yeah, flights
travel
we yeah,
flights?
flights we do have in our back office. They are limited and the prices aren't necessarily any better, but we have in some countries, so in the UK and in America, in our back office, we can get discounts on flights as well. So like we can join Jack's flights. I'm not sure about Europe if they can do this because there's a separate membership. It's a separate benefit called membership benefits, and not every country's got the same benefits. So I wouldn't be sure where you can get discounts. But flights are a very tight knit service, so it's very hard to get different rates on flights. But yeah, we get the normal same price as most people.
Yeah, so and I think that the travel club maybe can help travelers to help them for cheaper pricing for flying, or you know.
Yeah, well, cheaper for all your everything else, for your hotel accommodation, for your car rental, for excursions, everything you can get at discounted price. Flights are more or less the same. They're not that much more discounted. But if you're using the back office to book, so if you're a business person and you go on a hotel nights away, 2 nights here, 2 nights there, and you use your back office, you'll be saving loyalty points, and you can use those loyalty points against flights. So you could be saving money that way.
It's really
There's
awesome.
always a way to save
Yeah.
money.
Yes, that's really, really awesome because this is a really amazing club when you can book for as a business owner, as a businesswoman, a man, a business trip, holidays, vacation, excursion. This is really, really awesome. So, and for all of you who will listen this interview, so you can have chance to hear amazing story, amazing info about travel club and how you can save money and how you can travel for lower pricing and visit many, many countries in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's changed my life. I'm so much happier now. As a widow, so it's been nearly 15 years. It'll be 15 years this December, from October to April. So my oldest daughter's birthday to my birthday is all my children's birthday, my husband's death anniversary. I used to be just crying all the time because it'd be one thing after another, just birthdays, anniversaries, death anniversaries, everything. And I used to be so upset all the time. And yet here today, I'm smiling, I'm happy. Because so for me, that is more important than the business side. The community I've got with the dragonflies and with the company, I just feel emotionally so much better in myself. So I think travel is good for your mental health. Travel is good for your emotional health and for de-stressing. But the community that we have as well, that support that I found has been absolutely out of this world. It's been amazing.
Yes, and because of that, I invited you on the second interview because I wanted that you can share your impressions from Dubai, from which
Tenerife.
one?
Oh
Tenerife.
yeah, I went to Tenerife.
Yes, and you're really transform your life because you are now. I think that you are now one of the best move from time when I met you, and this is so
Yes.
important. And I can see changes on
Yeah.
your in your in your yeah. This is really
Yeah.
good.
I feel
And
so much happier. So I
yeah,
think this is, for me, this has been the best thing I could have done. So I'm grateful that I've met Paula so many years ago and that she was doing this. This is why I'm doing it, because I met Paula. So I'm very grateful for that.
And I really wanted to share just like people who are happy, who had chance to transform their life, who had chance to live, to get their dreams and their wish to come true, and just move forward in their life and business and everything, and feel satisfaction. So how people, I know something that you do with Paula, Zoom call, how
Yeah.
people can reach out to you, how people who will listen this interview, how they can come just to you and be and have chance to hear live with you and Paula about the business, about traveling and in travel
Okay.
path.
If you add me on Facebook, just find me under Mahmuda Hill. So add me on Facebook and just say you saw me on this video. I will quite happily invite you to our Dragonflies Voyages group. That we have the Dream Trips group, Digital Nomads group. So those two are the big communities, the American community, the French, everybody's in there. The Dragonflies is our community, the local one, but we all are there to help. So just reach out, add me, message me. If in this group or wherever, you'll be able to find my name, and just message me and I will quite happily help you.
Yes, and I think that people can find you on LinkedIn as well,
Yeah.
and Instagram.
Yes, Instagram. It's what am I called on Instagram? It is Making Holiday Memories on Instagram. But the best place is Facebook, and Instagram again is Mahmuda Hill, not Instagram, sorry, on LinkedIn. So most of them, I'm just Mahmuda Hill, that you'll be able to find me under.
Yes, and before we ramp up, Moo, can you share with us message for listener who will listen this, who wanted to travel? Just yeah, you shared your impression and shared your story, but just for people who wanted to do that, but they are not still, they are just like in they are not sure what they want, just like to for people who wanted to change their life,
Yeah.
especially
Or
in this moment.
there's a lot of people who are worried about traveling at the moment, still because of COVID and everything. But what we do is you're setting money aside for traveling later. So not necessarily now. So in 6 months' time. So if you join today, in 6 months' time, you'll have enough points to go away. Actually, it's only about 4.5 months. You'll have enough points to go away. And by then things will change again. Everybody is getting more and more. If people say to me, there's no one's traveling, I'll say, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. I've been at airports where the airport has been jammed. The flights to Dubai, the flights to Tenerife, there was not a single seat empty. It was full because people are traveling. So saying people aren't traveling isn't true. They are traveling. Some people are traveling more than others. But even if you join, there are most places have local sites that you can go to. I was actually looking, there's what places in Serbia as well. So that we have accommodation in all over the world. So my personal thing would be to say, join today and learn about the business, save your points, talk about the business, and become free, so that when you do travel, you're traveling for nothing really. So I would join today straight away. I wouldn't think twice. If I saw a Zoom for the first time, I'd be going, oh my God, yes, this is brilliant. What a wonderful idea. Our CEO, David Hart, he's got the biggest heart going. He's amazing. The whole reason he has set all this up is because when he was younger, his grandfather said to him, everybody needs to travel more. And so he's doing that for his grandfather as well.
And you gave me idea. I wanted to invite you maybe before Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and just to be like your interview to invite people, and it could be something for present for people who want to travel and for families who can just maybe you will be like a Xmas present for people. And I think I promise all members in the group and listeners that we will share this once again before actually to New Year and after new in start of January. And just to speak about destinations and where people can choose it, and for new so who wanted to get married, who wanted to travel, this is
I mean, this is really brilliant for people who have got families, because our prices do not increase during the holidays. So most places, when it's school holidays, the hotels, the accommodations, everything doubles in price, triples in price, but we don't do that. So for families, it makes it easier for them. Like I said, for honeymooners, people who are planning on weddings, sometimes the honeymoon is so expensive they can't always go anywhere. So this is a way to save money for your honeymoon, and just for anybody and everybody. It's something that everybody can do. So long as you're 18, you can join up.
And it's really great because of that I invited you for the second interview to share, because in the first time it was introduction, but now I'm much more include in that and know much more, and you shared much more info that people can know what is it about, that people can understand what's going on, and that people can realize that everything is possible. So, and for a little amount of money, that they can travel all around the globe, because this is international and global club. So I'm going to share all links because this is recording interview, and I'm going to share all links about you, Mamuda, just about your group. And Facebook and LinkedIn, and for all of you who wanted to travel, who wanted to know more, who wanted to be more and much more happier, just please connect with Nu. She can help you a lot, as she helped me. And it was amazing talking to you today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. On the same time, we said the same words. Thank you, Mu. It was amazing talking, and you were my special guest today, especially in live travel. Just imagine. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day, and see you very, very soon. Let's say
on the beaches of the world. Yes.
But in January, as I said, with the third podcast. Thank you so much, and see you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.